come in, sir?
Yes, of course.
May I sit here?
Yeah. Take a seat, please. Okay. May I see your ID card? Okay, my name is Lavalia and I'm your examiner for this part of test. Your test will be divided into three parts. The first will be your introduction and general questions. The second would be your cue card on which you have to speak for 2 minutes. And the third will be the follow-up section related to your part 2. Shall we begin now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your full name, please?
My name is Manmeet Kaur.
How may I address you?
You can call me by my first name, Manmeet.
Where are you from?
I'm from Mahatpur, which is located near Nakodar city.
Okay. Do you like your city?
Yes, I love my city as there are number of facilities available like healthcare, education and transportation.
Okay. Manmeet, what is your qualification?
I had recently completed my senior secondary education in commerce stream.
What are you doing nowadays?
Well, nowadays I am taking coaching classes regarding my communication skills, which helps me in my further education.
Do you like to watch films?
Definitely yes, I love to watch films as it is a source of my refreshment.
Okay. What kind of movies you like to watch?
Honestly speaking, I like to watch animated movies as since childhood I am a keen fan of it. Also, I like to watch some Bollywood movies that contain action.
Okay, that's great. So, do you like to watch movies alone or with your friends or family members?
Well, most of the time I prefer to watch movies alone as if I watching with my friends, they somehow create disturbance that I don't like. So, I prefer to watch alone.
Okay. Next question for you is, what is the recent movie that you have watched?
The movie that I watched recently was a historical movie, and the name of the movie is Tanaji. And in that movie, the lead role was played by Ajay Devgan.
What kind of movies are popular in your country?
Well, there are different type of movies that are popular in my country, namely action, drama, comedy, and majority of the people like action movies as youngsters are more fascinated towards it.
How oftenly do you go to the cinemas?
Honestly speaking, as I am a student, I do not have that much time to go to the cinemas, but on weekends I prefer to go there.
Okay, that's great. Let's talk about friends. Do you have many friends?
Being an introvert person, I don't have many friends.
Okay. So, whether you believe in having many friends or some true friends?
To be very upfront, I believe in having those friends who are generally loyal towards their friend, and I think that rather than having majority of friends, if a person have 2 or 3 friends which are really trustworthy, it would be beneficial.
How people make new friends these days?
Well, there are many platforms by which people can make new friends. Like if I talk about Instagram, it is one of the most popular way of making new friends. Like people chit chat with other people on it.
Okay, that's great. Okay, let's talk about language. Is it important to learn a new language?
Definitely yes, it is very integral to learn a new language because as these days competition is increasing, so a person should also have a knowledge about different type of languages in order to compete in this world.
Okay, so what was the first time when you talked in another language?
As I vividly remember, when I was in 10th standard, there was a English speaking competition in my school, and at that time I first give a speech in English.
Okay. So what was your experience?
If I talk about my experience of that time, at first I felt very nervous, but after when my teacher motivated me, and it helped me a lot to make my performance more effective.
Okay. Last question for you. What is the most important part of learning a language?
I think that the most significant part of learning a language is knowing about the basic words and grammar rules, because it is the basic structure of a language. So I think that if a people have the proper knowledge about the basic things, so they can easily learn a language.
Okay. This is the end of part 1. This is the end of your part 1. Now I'll ask you a cue card on which you have to speak for 2 minutes, and you'll be given a sole minute for the preparation. You can also make some notes if you want, and then you have to speak. This is your card. Your cue card for today is describe a website that helped you to do something. Your preparation time starts now. Okay, so your preparation time ends now. Please commence with your speaking.
I surf the internet very often, in fact daily, and there are many websites available by which people can get knowledge about everything. And here I would like to talk about a website which helped me a lot. It is none other than YouTube. Actually, it was about a year ago when I was suffering from anxiety and depression due to the pressure of my board exams, and one of my friends recommended me to do meditation, but first I denied her advice. But after some time, my father also suggested me to do something productive which not only helped me spiritually but also physically. So I decided to do meditation. Firstly, I didn't have proper knowledge about that, but later I tried to watch some videos on YouTube about it, and I find different type of content. Like there are thousands of people who provide fitness content on YouTube, which helped me a lot, and I started doing that. Unfortunately, in the starting I felt demotivated, but with the passage of time it became my habit to do meditation twice a week, and it brings a lot of positive change in my life. Also, it corrects my behavior, as I always being frustrated with my family, but at now I am very calm person who do not get aggressive easily. And at last, I would like to say that YouTube is one of the most prominent option for not only youngsters but also children, as they can get knowledge from there. It was a website that helped me a lot.
So this is the end of your part 2. Now I'll ask you some questions related to your part 2nd. The first question: how do you think the older people can be encouraged to perform some exercises?
Well, there are many ways by which older people can be encouraged to do exercises. Firstly, we can motivate them about their health, that they should care about it. Like we can encourage them to go to the parks and do some jogging and exercises that do not contain a large amount of physical strength.
Okay. Who do you think is better at playing sports, males or females?
Well, I think that it doesn't depend upon gender, as there are some females who are very better at sports, and if I talk about males, they are more energetic as compared to females, and they have more strength to play more effectively.
Okay, that's great. What is your favorite sport and why?
Well, my favorite sport is football, as as one of my favorite players is Ronaldo. I started watching football since my childhood, as my elder brother is a keen
Okay. Who do you think is more responsible for motivating children towards playing sports or doing some physical activities? The teachers or the parents?
Well, I think that teachers and parents have the both have the most important role to motivating the children towards the sports, as they can encourage them by providing knowledge about it, and also awaiting them the scope of the sports in their life, like they can opt as a career in their further life.
Okay. Next question to you. So, do you think it is important to learn communication skills?
Definitely yes, it is very important for a person to learn communication skills, as it is a mandatory step in every field, as if a person have a better knowledge like different kind of languages, it would be considered as a.
What is the easiest way to learn a new language?
Well, there are many ways by which a person can learn different type of languages. Like nowadays technology is very vast, so there are many online platforms available, like Duolingo is one of the most popular language learning platform.
Okay. Would you like to be a linguistic teacher if you get a chance?
Definitely yes, as I love challenges, and it is one of the most challenging job for a person, as it requires a person to be perfect in every field. Like they should be confident, have the proper knowledge about that particular language, and also have patience to tackle with the different type of students they have to teach.
So, do you think you have that sort of patience and knowledge that you can become a linguistic teacher?
If I talk about the patience, I definitely have, but if I talk about the knowledge, I do not have that much, but with the time and as well as with the practice, I will definitely make myself perfect in that.
Okay, that's great. What kind of languages are popular in your country?
In my country, there are different type of languages that are being popular, like English, French and Spanish, as French is one of the most popular language in the world, and also it has a very large scope in the foreign countries.
What kind of skills should be learned by the students?
I think that students should learn that type of skills that are very useful for them in their future, like they can have the proper knowledge about the languages, cookery skills, and also about the basic computer skills, which can help them in their
What kind of skills you would like to learn in the future?
If I get a chance to learn a skill in the future, I will definitely go with the painting, as it is one of the most favorite activity of mine since childhood, and also it is the one of the most prominent source of earning.
Okay, thank you so much. Manmeet, this is the end of your test. You may leave now.
Thank you, sir.
So this is review time for the speaking of Manmeet Kaur. Let's talk about her part 1. ਸੋ ਪਾਰਟ 1 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੌਨਫੀਡੈਂਟ ਸੀਗੇ, ਵਧੀਆ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਆਪਣੇ ਆਨਸਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਨਸਰ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ, ਟੂ ਦਾ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਪਏ ਸੀਗੇ, ਐਂਡ ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਕੋਈ ਮੇਜਰ ਮਿਸਟੇਕਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਉਹਦੇ। ਬਟ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ ਉਹਦੇ ਪਾਰਟ 2 ਬਾਰੇ, ਤਾਂ ਪਾਰਟ 2 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਨਰਵਸਨੈਸ ਸੀਗੇ, ਐਂਡ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਹੈਜ਼ੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਲੀਅਰਲੀ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਸੀਗੀ, ਨਾਲ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਕੁਝ ਪ੍ਰੋਨੰਸੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਐਰਰਸ, ਗ੍ਰਾਮਰ ਐਰਰਸ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਸੀਗੇ ਹੈਗੇ। ਐਂਡ ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਇੱਕ ਜੋ ਨਰਵਸਨੈਸ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਬੱਚੇ 'ਚ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਨਰਵਸਨੈਸ ਹੋਊਗੀ, ਹੈਜ਼ੀਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਊਗੀ, ਉਹ ਕਲੀਅਰਲੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕੇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸੀਗੀ ਹੈਗੀ। ਵੈਸੇ ਮਨਮੀਤ ਕੌਰ ਦੀ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਯੂਜੂਅਲੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਸੋ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਹਰ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਇਜ਼ ਵੈਰੀ ਗੁੱਡ। ਬਟ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਬੱਚੇ ਕੈਮਰਾ ਕੌਨਸ਼ੀਅਸ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਕਹਿ ਲਓ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਲਾਈਕ ਸ਼ੀ ਇਜ਼ ਕੰਫਰਟੇਬਲ ਵਿਦ ਅਸ, ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ, ਵਧੀਆ ਨੇ, ਠੀਕ ਆ। ਜੋ ਵੀ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਮੈਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਕਰਵਾਈ ਦੀ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ, ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਟਰੂ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕੇ। ਵੈਸੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਬਟ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਨੂੰ ਟਰੂ ਰੱਖਣ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਕਿਊ ਕਾਰਡ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ, ਜਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਸੱਚਾਈ ਬਾਹਰ ਆ ਸਕੇ ਵੀ ਬੱਚਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਪੀਕਿੰਗ ਦੇਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵਾ ਇੱਕ ਰੀਅਲ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮੀਨਰ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ, ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ